Me and Frank have had a very, I don't even know how to describe it, a very adversarial relationship since I met him in 2016. And it continues to be like that. And I'm going to be honest, because at the end of the day, one, I believe that, Frank, I've always said Frank is a genius. Frank is a very, he's very conscious in how and what he does, you know. But I believe that when we have the level of influence that Frank has gotten in the past year, there's a right way to do things and there's a wrong way to do things. And to be honest, again, while we are at home tackling major issues, you know, I just believe that we have to do better with our platform and our influence. And we cannot be against being held accountable. I have to live in this city and I have to be scrutinized, and I have to, you know, rumors, people don't like you, whatever the case may be. I mean, in our line of work, and this ain't a paid position, this is something that we either choose to do or are selected to do in a sense. And that comes with a lot. It comes with a lot of hardships. It comes with a lot of targeting and things of that nature. But there's a difference between being held accountable for something you've done, or someone asking for accountability for something you've done. Because like I said, I've done things, and I'm actively on a day-to-day basis trying to pay that back. Not from what somebody else is telling me, a court or anything like that telling me I owe society, from my feeling of knowing what I've done and me making that measure in that bar. So just the understanding that we are not above accountability on any level. And I think that Frank has not gotten to that part in his life. Or maybe he has, and maybe he just really just believes that, you know, people, you know, have a misconception of him. But that's for him to deal with, you know what I mean? But yeah, I would consider our relationship very adversarial, for a number of reasons, because it's just certain things that I will and won't do. And I have to maintain a sense of integrity with myself. So this is why when you don't see me around somebody or supporting somebody, it's usually a reason for that. And it's usually a valid reason for that. And until that reason is addressed and corrected, you won't see me around them or supporting them. And, you know, best wishes and luck to him. But, you know, I have to worry about the residents and constituents of this city day to day. So
would ever be a chance that you guys can get together and, you know, maybe put together a march or some type of program? Could you guys ever collide, something like that again?
One, there's not necessarily a need to, because clearly you've seen the list of all the stuff that I do, right? That is a very, to be honest with you, and it's not even like, I know there's this competition sense, especially with the leadership in this city, but to be honest, you can look at this list and there is no competition. I am the most involved, active, you know, hardworking person in this city when it comes to day-to-day issues with people. Like there's no conversation about that. And I'm doing that on a level without their support or without their help. So this isn't. And when I met Frank, my program, the Parks model, which we were working with youth, I invited him into that. He was at first a part of that, but you know, again, everything that Frank comes with ain't always necessarily for those lanes. You know what I mean? Frank has an idea of how he would like to be and what he would like to do and how he would like to do that, and it don't necessarily fit this. You know what I mean? Which is okay. You know. Again, you know, people who I can come together with, people who like Farina Brooks, she created Dream Team United, MKE. Sedan Smith, he's become an activist of right. He's doing the Seville Smith book bag giveaway every year, and Seville Smith Day, and you have a number of people who are coming together, doing things. So I have no problem supporting. But it's because we have that level of conversation and that level of holding each other accountable and being, you know, that not being a problem. You know what I mean? So, you know, maybe one day, if Frank were to be more open to the things that I'm talking about, then we can have a conversation then. But what I can't do is if there's people around me that I have to see and deal with every day who are part of my team even, and you've done something and that hasn't been addressed, I cannot in good faith stand alongside you and have them people wonder why I'm disregarding the issue that y'all have. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate that we have to sit here and have a conversation on a negative basis about any other black leader. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know how difficult it is to find black men and boys to get involved in this stuff? Like, I get on live and beg black men and boys to get involved in. I mean, our organizations are predominantly black women. And when you're talking about DV situations, when you're talking about violence interruption, I don't feel comfortable, you know, having a bunch of women come out here in protection of black men and black boys. We need to be stepping up doing that too. So I would love to have more relationships and more black men and boys stand up.